How was the Roscone season here in Santo this year?
Yeah, man, it was good. It was, you know how it is. It's like a little bit intense. We didn't do huge numbers, but it was our best year yet, I would say. I was really happy with the product.
I remember when we started Santo and Novo Mundo, and we talked about Roscones, and we talked about how much we didn't like Roscones, and how much it was like needed for the business to thrive, to be able to do like a good Roscone. How do you feel about it right now? Because my feeling changed a little bit. How do you feel about Roscones nowadays?
I mean, yeah, I think like for you and I, Roscone is not something we grew up with, right?
Sure.
It's not part of our tradition.
Yeah.
But over the years of living here and like learning like a little bit more about the baking culture here and how important the Roscone is for like the fiestas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've really kind of grown to enjoy the process. I mean, the actual making of Roscone is a fun process, but I think for us, we really love seeing the joy that it gives to our customers.
Yeah, right.
You know, like, and also picturing them around the table. You know, it's
that's for me is one of the best feelings. Is like all of the bakeries that are in Madrid, all of the bakeries that like do a very good job, a very good Roscone, and knowing that this person is choosing like a Roscone to bring to their family, to their table, because they want to give like a nice gift and a nice moment to their loved ones.
Yeah.
For me, this is all what Roscone is about.
Yeah, man, it's key. It's like it's a really beautiful tradition, and whilst it's not something we celebrate per se, it's really fun.
And business-wise, it's also something very important, like to go through the season, to be able to do good numbers, to be able to pay for all the bills that you have to pay in August.
Yeah,
it's important to have a good Roscone season. Yeah,
I feel like we still haven't I would say unlocked found the code to really making hundreds and hundreds of them. But I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of a.
Don't worry. I think that there is something that I really want to ask you, because I think I understand, but I want to hear from your mouth.
Yeah.
What do you think about the competitions like Mejor Roscón de Madrid, Mejor Pan de Madrid? Because from my standpoint, it's a game. It's a rather silly game. It's a rather, I don't know how fair it is, or I don't know the criteria behind it. But I think it's a game that if you want to have, especially the Roscone, if you want to have like a really good Roscone season, I think it's a game that sooner or later you have to play. What's your take on it?
Man, I completely agree. I mean, I think it's, as bakers, you know, a little bit of competition can be fun, but competition isn't why I became a baker.
Sure.
So it's like it's a concept that's a little bit foreign to me, a little bit strange. But I also respect that it's like a huge part of, I think a huge part of the culture here. It gives a huge visibility on Roscone.
Yeah.
So it's something we've never done. We've never entered in any kind of competition for bread, for Roscone, for lo que sea.
Lucky other bakers, because you will be taking all the prizes.
Hey?
Lucky other bakers, because you will be taking all the prizes.
I don't know about that, but...
I know.
Yeah. No, I think it's... Sorry. Right, I'm done here.
Is it something that you think that Santo will enter at some point?
I don't know, man. I think it depends what our business... I think it depends what our demands are.
Sure.
Like, right now we've been really fortunate that we've opened in a neighborhood where we have like amazing customers that really like believed and bought into what we do here at Santo. But you know, we're growing, and our neighborhood only goes so far.
Sure.
So we need to get our name out there a little bit more. And I think like that's where I think these competitions give a platform for a smaller bakery. You know, like I know the bakery that won Mejor Pan this year is like, it was like a new bakery, small bakery, and I know that I'm sure that probably would have really helped them get a little bit more visibility.
Yeah,
now we've got 4 years, so we've got like a client base, but to get to the next step, maybe it's true that you need a. I mean, what do you think? You won best bread a few years ago.
We did. For us, it was really important because Novo Mundo's concept, like having the cafeteria together with the bakery, was at that time something new in Madrid. There were a couple of businesses that started like that, and I think we were like the third one with that similar concept to open. And I think the Spanish customer especially was not used to buying bread at the same place where they drink coffee.
Yeah.
So we bought all the machinery necessary like to make a bigger bread production. And in the first couple of years, we were selling like very small amounts of bread. We were selling like good amounts of pastries, good amount of coffee. People were coming for their breakfast, for their afternoon tea or whatever, for the merienda, but they were not coming as much to buy bread.
Yeah.
And we always knew that our bread was good enough for the people to come, to walk the extra minutes they have to arrive to Novo Mundo. So for us it was really good to have someone that was not us saying like, oh, our bread is really good.
Yeah, of course.
For people like to believe that and then come, try, and then stay. So it was really important. And I think that for Santo you have like a very loyal customer base. You were, for almost the whole time that you were open, almost alone here in the neighborhood. You are like a very high quality bakery, and I think you have already a client base that it's enough to sell all the breads you can produce. But for the roscon, for example, I think it would be really interesting for you guys to participate.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would love to see you there.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, we're almost a whole year away, so let's see. Like, a lot can change, but yeah, maybe we'll go for it next year. We'll see. Yeah.
If you can tell me a little bit about Santo, how do you feel it? Is it how you thought it will be, like having a bakery in Madrid? How far from what your expectations are, the reality? If you can tell me a little bit about it.
Oh man, that's a big question.
Right? Because you went Val, and nowadays you have what? How many people working for you?
Now we've got a team of 10.
Team of 10.
10, that's split between, that's including Val and myself.
Okay.
And then
How long were you just the two of you?
It was just Val and I for like 6 to 9 months. I can't.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
How was this period?
Man, it was
the best.
It was. It was honestly, it was awesome. Like I have so many fond memories of it. It's true that the days were crazy long. I mean, we would be in here for like 13, 14, 15 hours a day, 6 days a week, because we were producing everything. And whilst it wasn't that much in comparison to what we produce now,
I mean, just the two of you, it's crazy.
Just the two of us, and you got to remember that's producing, but also like we were running to the front of house and to the shop and serving, and we would take it turns to serve customers. Mainly Val. Val's got a better. I think Val's got a better demeanor for working in the shop. She's very patient.
I mean, you have to know your strengths and your liabilities.
Yeah. No, I joke. I mean, like we've been lucky from day one. Like we've had amazing customers that really supported us. But it's changed. Yeah, it's changed a lot. We did everything just the two of us for a while, and that when we opened the bakery, like that was our vision. We wanted to create a community revolving around our small independent artisan bakery. We really just wanted to focus on the neighborhood, on local clients. And I think that's like a philosophy that we still take forward to this day, but like it's changed. The demand has increased as we become a little bit more known. But I think we still retain that kind of neighborhood focused bakery. Now we're just really lucky to share it with an amazing team.
Nice. Looking from the outside, I see that lately, like in the last year, you've been getting like lots of attention. I think it's the time where Santo is finally, from my point of view, receiving all the credit and all the visibility that you deserve. I don't know if that's something from like an outsider view, or you also share like this feeling?
I mean, like, that's, thanks, Gia, it's nice of you to say, but like, I don't know, I think when you're in it, it's been a more gradual process for us. I think like, before this year, do you want to bring those banacons over?
Sure.
Even before the last year, I think like we felt that we were getting like recognition, but it's true. It was mainly just from local customers that have supported us and a few people coming from different neighborhoods. But I think like I guess the visibility that we've got has been quite organic.
Sure.
It's been a challenge to get a bit more known in Madrid because there is just so many fantastic bakeries here in Madrid. Why would you travel across town? Sometimes I think that could be the mentality, but it's true that we all offer something slightly different. We have like we all offer like fantastic well fermented breads, but like when it comes to the style and the taste and the grains we use and the technique, everything has personality. So yeah, I think now we're slightly getting a bit more of a wider customer base.
And now,
but there's room for growth.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I think that, I don't know if you share this vision, but whenever I travel, I always try to find for nice places, nice bakeries and everything. And personally, I feel that Madrid has one of the best bakery scenes in the world right now. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's fantastic bakeries here in Madrid in every neighborhood. And it's true, like we've been, when Val and I, we travel back to our home countries, when we travel to new countries and new cities, it's true, when we compare it to Madrid is like incredibly, I would say, densely populated by great bakeries, great cafes, great pastry shops. The scene is really buzzing here.
Yeah, right?
For sure, yeah.
Which other cities in the world would you say that have also like a very good bakery scene?
Man, one of my favorite bakeries ever is in my hometown.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it a shout out.
Yeah, you always tell me about them.
Yeah. They're called Faro.
Faro?
Faro, yeah.
Faro.
So like when I was still.
How do you spell it, just so people know?
Yeah, it's Farro.
Okay.
So yeah, they're based in Bristol. But
They're run by Brits?
Run by Brits, yeah. Although they do have an international team. I know they have a Spanish baker there currently.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, their stuff's fantastic.
Is it similar to what you guys do here? Do they have like...
I think there are similarities.
What make them fantastic?
I think they have like maybe a similar philosophy in maybe some of the products they make.
Okay.
But to say we're similar would be very much flattering ourselves. Like they're a really special bakery. They have their own mill. They mill a huge amount of their own flour that they use in their pastries and breads. It's really cool. So yeah.
For how long they've been open?
I mean, they've been operating for a few years now. Like probably like 8 years or so. I mean, they started as like a small operation that would really just sell to like local farmers markets. Really cool.
You love farmers markets, right?
Yeah, man, for sure. I love farmers markets.
It's a pity that in Madrid there's not much of a farmers market culture, right?
Dude, absolutely. It's such a shame because of exactly what we've been talking about. Like there are so many amazing bakeries producing artisan goods, but other different artisan products that could be sold in a farmer's market to create some kind of like special event, be it like once a month. It kind of creates like a new kind of community that would start.
Sure.
I think it would be a really nice idea. Maybe we should.
That's an opportunity.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And what about other cities? Have you been there?
I think we went to Copenhagen 3 years ago.
Okay.
So it's probably changed a little bit since we went there, but just like it was staggering the amount of, not just like the amount of artisan bakeries, but the amount of amazing artisan bakeries. I think we were there for 3 days and went to maybe 6 or 7 bakeries. But they had them like on every corner, and it was Yeah, the standard was really high. You could tell the quality of the ingredients, the technique behind it. It was really, really, really special. Like very, very inspiring to go there, I think, for any baker. Any
product that you remember like trying there and that stuck with your mind?
Man, again, cliche. The cardamom bun in Juneau.
Okay.
We also tried.
Is it like completely different from the cardamom buns that you find here in Madrid? It's just the aspect of like having a cardamom bun in Denmark from Juneau. It's like the whole thing.
I think there's definitely a part of that. It's like that entire feeling of being there. But when you're there, you waited for 20 minutes in this queue. It's cold outside. Then you get inside to Juneau and it's warm and it smells of cardamom and coffee. And you get this bun that is fresh out of the oven. Mm-hmm. Like everything is fresh. Every product we had there, because we went there 2 days running.
Okay.
But they're all warm.
I mean, they have such huge lines that I think there's no time for the product to rest much in their shelves, right?
Dude, I mean, they must be baking all day, but the consistency, the intense flavor, it was amazing. Yeah, really amazing experience. And then, I mean, yeah, like I said, we went to we tried some amazing bread from Hart Bakery.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think it was just like their city loaf. It's like kind of probably similar to this. That was really full flavor, really developed. But we also went to Lille. I think that's how you pronounce it. And
that's a beautiful place.
Beautiful place, really, really special location, and nice vibe. You know, they were playing great music when we were there.
Mm-hmm. Like this second floor that they have.
Above the oven.
Above the oven.
So cool.
Yeah.
And we had this really nice, like, seasonal Danish they were doing. I think it was like some kind of red fruit with like a sour cheese kind of filling. It was amazing. It was so balanced and delicious.
And I think they do all the marmalades and at there, like they ferment fruits. They do all the fermenting and use that later in their bakeries.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just really nice.
Yeah, they have a really strong philosophy in the Copenhagen bakeries. I'm guessing all across Denmark, actually. Mm-hmm. So yeah, very inspiring place to go, and I want to go back.
Nice.
Yeah.
And apart from Denmark, another city that come to your mind, like bakery-wise? Because I know that Val, the second half of Santo, or maybe the first half.
Yeah.
She's from Connecticut.
Yeah.
And you do go to New York quite often.
Yeah.
Do you get inspired by any bakeries in New York, or there is something else that inspires you there?
I mean, yeah. So like, always really look forward to going to New York. We're actually going to go in a few months' time. To see the family. The food scene there in general is just insane. Like, you know, it's super international. Mm-hmm. You can kind of have anything you could possibly want in New York. In terms of bakeries, there hasn't been like one per se that I can remember that's like really, really stuck with me. The quality is very high.
Okay.
For me, when I go to New York, I want to eat pizza. It's all about pizza, man. And yeah, like we've been like, I mean, when you're in New York and you want a slice, you're spoiled for options. There's like so many good pizza spots, so it's difficult to name one. I would say, again, I'm going to sound like super cliche with this, but the best slice I've had in New York was L'Industrie. Have you been?
Yeah, I have not, but it's on my list for the next time.
Yeah, man, it was in the OG location in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg. So good. They did this. I mean, like their classic slice. You know, like essentially a margarita, but I think they put like a bit of basil on there, just as like a touch. It was amazing. Like, you know, it's a slice shop, so you almost think like, it's not going to be as amazing as getting like a whole pie, but it just so fresh. Again, I think it's to do with the throughput,
the ambience, right?
The ambience, the fact that they've always got a line outside. So every slice you're getting is fresh. It's not like one of these slice shops where it's sat there for hours, you know.
And then you just heat it up and that's it.
No, it was super fresh, super crispy.
So George, after 4 years of Santo going on, you can have some free days sometimes?
Yeah, man, from time to time.
From time to time?
Yeah.
And are you able to fully enjoy them?
I mean, if you want the honest answer.
Never.
No, I mean, listen, you know how it is. Some days a day off might look like emails and boring stuff, but yeah, no, fortunately, like we've got an amazing team that support Val and I now, and it means we can disconnect here and there. So,
and whenever you have a free day, how does it look like? Do you go somewhere else for breakfast, or you just finally have a nice breakfast at home?
Do you know what? Most of the time we try to have a nice relaxing breakfast at home, and then we'll, I don't know, go to the gym, or, you know, recently I've been running a lot, as every guy in their mid-30s does, you know. But we need to change this one around. Yeah, man, so that, like, generally I think now, like, I really love to start my day like that, with a relaxing breakfast at home. You know, for me, like a long coffee, you know?
Yeah.
No rush to drink a coffee. You know, normally here I'm pounding coffee whilst doing work. So.
Yeah. When you make breakfast at home, what's your go-to relaxing long breakfast look like?
Dude, something like really simple. You know, some eggs with some good bread, and a long, you know, and a nice filter coffee, I think.
And whenever you do go out for breakfast, where is it? What's your favorite cafeteria, like favorite breakfast spot in Madrid?
You mean if I'm not going to Novo Mundo?
If you're not going to Novo Mundo, of course.
Man, I love what you guys do. So if we're ever down in the Rastro, you know where I'm going. But I think if I want to go for like a really nice, slow coffee outside of the house, I really love Faraday.
Me too, man.
I think what Rudy and Michelle have created there, the atmosphere, the vibe, it's just super relaxing.
For me, it's by far the most beautiful coffee shop.
Oh man, it's stunning.
It's amazing.
I think they have incredible taste, great coffee, always amazing music, comfy chairs.
Yeah. For me, the problem of going there is that I always spend way more than I was planning to, because you know, Rodrigo comes and then he tells me like, oh, this new album from this nice Brazilian player that you don't know, but you should. And then I always end up buying one vinyl or two. So I have to dose my visits there, but I love Faraday as well.
Yeah, really love their place. I don't actually get there enough. So, you know, I really do generally like to have a slow morning at home on a day off. But yeah, Faraday's awesome.
Somewhere else you would recommend, like because Faraday is more like for a relaxing coffee, like somewhere with good food that for breakfast that you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't get there enough, and I'm due a visit to them and their new place, but I love what the guys at Watts are doing. I think, again, really cool space, really great vibe. And you know, they are doing something different in Madrid. We are like spoiled for choice for places to go for breakfast and brunch, and I think Watts were, you know, they were the first to do something you know, slightly different. They've got their own style about it, and I think they're doing it really, really well. And I really need to go to the diner. Yeah,
they're using our bread for the Reuben there.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, we're making a deli rye bread, which is like a super nostalgic bread for Valerie. You know, that's like one of the classic breads that a New Yorker will eat growing up.
The one you get in Cats for their pastrami and Reuben, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we can only dream to make one as good as a bread is good, but I mean I think I need to get to the diner and try that. To try their Reuben, it looks insane.
Yeah, I really love what they do there. I don't go that often, but I think, as you said, like, it's something different. It's something refreshing, and it's something made with purpose, and you can see that, you can appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
What about restaurants? Like, if you have to go on a really nice date with Val, like, and have some good food, maybe some good wine, where would you go?
Okay, so if I'm going for like really treating ourselves, last year for our anniversary, we went, last year for our anniversary, we went to Desde 1911.
Yeah.
Incredible, like probably the most memorable and special meal I've had in Madrid.
Okay.
Like the attention to detail, the food, the produce they use there. I mean, it's just incredible. The space is insane. Finished the meal in the interior garden patio with a cigar. I mean, it was super cool.
That's the full experience.
Yeah, full experience.
And do you remember any dish you had there that was memorable? Or it's more about the whole experience?
I mean, so the aperitivo there is this incredible salmon, this cured salmon, like insane. I think the most memorable part of the meal was the cheese trolley.
Oh.
They bring out not just one, but 3 cheese trolleys that wrapped around the table.
Damn.
They must have, I don't know, 50 cheeses there. And by that point, you've already had like...
It's like dessert? Or?
It's like, I think it came pre-dessert.
Okay.
And it was just, it was mad, but it was really special. So yeah, for like a real special occasion, I love that restaurant, and I would love to go back more often, but you know, it's a treat, so not a weekly place.
And what about like a restaurant that you go like more on a not daily base, but like weekly base that serve good food, is good value for money, and feel good there?
Dude, I've got a couple spots. Casa Macarena. Around the corner from us, you know, like we've been going there since. I mean, Val and I lived in the neighborhood before, and we've probably been going to Casa Macarena for the whole time I've been in Madrid, like 7 years. And now they're good friends. They're part of the neighborhood community. Great food, like modern twists on classics. Great atmosphere. Amazing people that work there.
Everything you have to ask for, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. So yeah, that Casa Macarena for sure. And I love Taberna La Mina.
Buenísimo.
Yeah, buenísimo. Mariscos is so good. You know, simple, great materia prima. Cooked simple. Sit on the terrace in the summer with a nice cold beer. I mean, like, amazing.
You're more of a beer or a wine guy?
Both? No, I think. Listen, I'm being from the UK. Of course, you know, we have like a strong beer culture there. But when you're in Spain, the wines on offer are fantastic. Sorry.
Do you drink more like natural wine or classic wines?
I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. Natural, classic wines, both great. I think I think the philosophy with natural wines aligns a lot with kind of what we do. But it's true that I think that currently there's a lot of noise around natural wines, and I don't know. Like I've had some bad experiences, some good experiences, but it's like anything. Sure. I think. I'm a sucker for a good champagne. That sounds really fancy, but like I mean, amazing champagne, really nice.
Man.
Yeah.
So to wrap up.
Yeah.
How do you see Santo in the next few years? Like, do you have any project coming up that you want to share, or how do you see yourself, Val, like George in 5 years? How is it? Georgian and Santo in 5 years.
I mean, in 5 years, Santo's still going to be here. I hope so. I mean, I hope so too. Otherwise, something would have seriously gone wrong. You know, I think we want to retain our identity and we want to retain our place in the community as a neighborhood bakery. That was our goal from the start. It remains our focus. hopefully our community will be growing and people will be coming from a little bit further. You know, we don't discriminate to people outside Malasaña, please come. But I don't know, I think like that's like, I see us here in 5 years, but who knows, maybe we'll be a little bit bigger. Maybe we'll have maybe we'll have a second space, a second location. I don't know, we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
And ever think of going back to Bristol at some point?
You know, it's tough. My family's there. I miss my family all the time. I've got amazing friends there, and I love the city. But for now,
Madrid feels very much like home, right?
Yeah, Madrid's become my home over the past few years. You know, especially since opening Santo, we're much more rooted here. We have, I keep on using the word community, but it's true. Like I feel like I've got, you know, a family that's kind of naturally built around the bakery. That starts with our amazing team, but also amazing customers that support us all the time. And also the local baking community. I think, the local baking hospitality community here is strong. So it's home for now,
it's a nice
for sure.
Place to
it's
be,
a nice place to be. Yeah.
I hope you stay here for many more years, man.
Likewise,
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.